In the previous class, we were discussing regarding the linear measurements and how the linear measurements or the horizontal measurements can be done by using the chain or a tape. Okay, together chain either we for a measurement of a horizontal distance, if we use the chain or tape, we both together we call it as a chaining. Okay, now in today's class we are going to discuss regarding what are the different kind of error that we are going to have whenever we are going to take the horizontal distance. Okay, then different types of errors during the chaining that we are going to discuss, and then how to have the corrections. Okay, how to have the tape corrections. For that, where what if we done any kind of a error, how we can do the corrections for that, depending upon the different types of correction for temperature, correction for absolute length, correction for pull or correction for tension, okay, correction for sag and all. We all this we are going to discuss in today's class. Now, before going to have the errors in chaining, we should know what is an error. Early in the previous class also we have discussed regarding what is an error. Error is nothing but the difference between the measured value and the true value. Okay, the difference between the exactly on site what we measure on site but and what is the exact value. Okay, that is nothing but called as an the difference between the measured value and the true value, we call it as an error. Okay, now error may occur due to the various factors. Okay, it is going to occur due to the erroneous length of the chain or tape, due to the bad ranging also, then due to the careless holding, then the bad straightening, non-horizontality of the chain or a tape, then sag in chain or in tape, right, then a variation in the temperature, then variation in the pull. Okay, then the personal mistakes. So these are the different kinds of errors that may occur due to the different conditions. Now first we'll see regarding the erroneous length of chain or tape. Okay, now this error is going to occur due to the wrong length of the chain or a wrong length of the chain or a tape, and it is always cumulative. Now the meaning of a cumulative I have already told in the previous classes, and it is most serious. Okay, it is going to be most serious source of error if we are going to have the wrong length of the chain or wrong length of the tape. If we are going to take, then it is going to give you the mean or very most serious source of error that we are going to have. Then next is the bad ranging. Okay, now what is this bad ranging? Now suppose if we want to, there are 2 points A and B. Okay, if we measure it in between the 2 points A and B, right, we are going to get a 10 meter. Now if we measure, and due to the bad ranging, if we don't keep our tape or chain straight, then we may measure it like this. Okay, the bad ranging, suppose if you have measured like this, then what will happen, the length will increase, the overall length of the chain or the tape, whatever the measurement we want, that is going to increase. For example, now the exact distance is 10 meter. Now if due to the bad ranging, if we are going to measure it as a 10.2 minus true value is how much, 10, then 0.2 error we are going to get. So this is going to happen when we range it bad. If the chain is not straight out on a line, okay, if we don't measure it by, if we, whenever we are going to keep the chain or tape, if we are going not keeping it over in this particular line, either if we do measure it like this or like this, what will happen, the length of the tape or chain is going to increase. Okay, and the error what we have got, that is measured value and the true value, it will be always, it is going to be positive. Okay, so this is regarding the bad ranging. Then the careless holding and marking. If we hold the if we don't hold the ranging rod or whatever the instrument we are having when ranging, or if we don't mark it on a if we don't keep our chain or a tape or a proper line, there also there is a possibility of an error. Okay, so this is also one kind of an error. Then the bad straightening. Okay, if we, the fourth is the bad straightening. If we don't straighten the chain or a tape, okay, on a horizontal curve, suppose there is an the horizontal there is an undulations is there on a particular ground, and if we keep it, if we don't keep the chain or a tape straight on this particular undulated ground, then the tape will be like this, okay, or the chain will be like this. So what will happen ultimately, the length is of the chain or a tape is going to increase. Okay, the chain or the length of the chain and tape is going to increase. Okay, so what is going to happen, again the error will be, again the measured distance will be too higher. If we keep it straight, then we are going to get the exact distance. If we do not straight it, right, if we have the undulations like this, then the length will be too much. So again we are going to have the error. Okay, and this error will be too great and the measure distance will be too higher. Then the sag. Okay, then the non-horizontality of the chain or a tape. If the chain is not properly, it is the horizontal, okay, especially during the slopes. Suppose if there is a slope and if we want to measure the distance, this particular distance, and if it is not horizontal, right, if it is lying on this particular horizontal slope, then again what will happen, the length of the tape is whatever the measurement we are going to take, it will be too higher and the much error we are going to get. Then we will be having the variation in temperature. Okay, now there is due to the some climatic conditions, there will be some there will be some increase in the temperature, increase in the chain or a tape length is going to increase. Okay, due to the rise in temperature, the length of the chain or tape is going to increase. Then what will happen, the measured distance is less and the error become, it is going to be negative. Okay, if the if we are going to have the variation in temperature, then again the due to again it might be sometimes if temperature is high, then the chain length or the tape length is going to increase. If it is less, then it may decrease. So due to that also we are going to have the some error. Now sag in chain, this we have not discussed. What is sag in chain? When the distance is measured by a stepping or when the chain is stretched above the ground due to the undulations or irregular ground, the chain is going to sag. Okay, or whenever if we don't hold it properly, then what will happen, the chain is going to sag, and then due to this sagging also what will happen, the variation will be too large when we are going to measure the distance. So here also we are going to have some variations. Then the variation in the pull. Next is the variation in the pull. If the pull is applied in strengthening the chain or tape is not equal that of the standard pull, then the length is going to change. If we apply too much of pull or if we apply a less pull, then again the length of the chain and the tape is going to change, and again whatever the readings we are going to take, it is not going to be proper. Then the personal mistake. Okay, the personal mistakes are of having the different types in this. Then it is due to the displacement of arrows, right, miscounting the chain length, then misreading of the whatever the reading whatever we have got it. So if we misread it or if we have then erroneous booking, then due to all these reasons again we may do the mistakes. So these are the different types of errors that we are going to do when we are going to have the chain or the chaining, that is by measuring the tape or measuring the horizontal distance by either using chain or by tape. So these are the different errors. I will highlight it. Errors due to the erroneous length of the chain, then bad ranging, careless holding and marking, then the bad straightening, non-horizontality of the chain, sag in chain, the variation in temperature, then variation in the pull. These are the different types of errors that we are going to do when we are going to have the chaining. Then the chain or a tape correction, a correction when we are going to have these errors, now we need to have the corrections over that. So there are various steps are available for having this measured length correction. Okay, so here we are going to have it, the correction for the absolute length, and the correction for the temperature, then the correction for the pull or tension, or the correction for the sag. Then we are going to have a correction for the slope or vertical alignment. So these are the different types of changes that we are going to have when we are going to have the errors. These are called as a tape corrections. Okay, now first one will concentrate on the first one, the correction for the absolute length. Okay, now if the actual length of the tape, okay, or wire is not equal to its designated length, if the actual length of the tape, if it is not equal to the designated length, then correction have to be applied for the measured length of the line. Okay, if the actual length of the tape is greater than the designated length, okay, if the actual length of the tape is greater than the designated or designated length, the measured distance will be too short. Okay, and then the correction has to be applied. For this we need to have this correction formula we need to apply. See, we are going to solve the problem later, but we need to know these formula before solving the problem. So correction for the absolute length, if there is a change, if there is an error due to the your tape correction, if there is an error, then we need to have error in length, then we need to have the correction for the absolute length. So we are going to use the formula, that is CA is equal to L multiplied by C divided by small l. Now what is CA in this? Where CA is nothing but the correction for the absolute length, L is equal to the measured length of the line, that whatever we are going to measure, then C is nothing but the correction per tape length. Small c is correction per tape length, and small l, okay, this small l is designated length of the tape. Okay, so by all these will be given to you, then you need to have the correction for the absolute length. Then the correction for the temperature, as I have told in the last previous just now, again due to the temperature also there is an variation in the chain or the tape length, so we need to have the correction for the temperature. If the temperature of the field is more, then what will happen? The tape is going to be then the tape length is going to increase. Okay, then the measured distance will become less. Okay, and then hence we need to have the tape your temperature correction for this. For that we are going to utilize the formula Ct is equal to alpha into bracket Tm minus T naught into L. Ct is equal to alpha into bracket Tm minus T naught into L, where alpha is equal to the coefficient of a thermal expansion and Tm is equal to the mean temperature in the field. Okay, that is whatever the temperature is there in the field. Then T naught is during the temperature during the standardization of the tape, and L is nothing but the measured length of the measured length. Okay, so this is everything will be given to you, all these values will be given to you. You need to just have the corrections to be applied. Next is you need to remember these formulas. Next, the correction for the pull or tension. Okay, if the pull is applied during the measurement is more than the pull at which the tape is going to be standardized, then the length of the tape is going to increase, as just now I have told you. Okay, and then the measured length will become less, and the correction is has to be a positive. Okay, so this regarding this I have already told to you. Now what formula we need to apply is Cp is equal to P minus P naught into L divided by A by E, where P is equal to pull applied during measurement, that is in the Newton, P naught is nothing but the standard pull that during the standard tape of the standard pull required in order to make the tape straight. L is nothing but the measured length. Then A is cross sectional area, that is in terms of centimeter square. Then E is nothing but the Young's modulus. Now the correction for the sag. Okay, as I have told, when you don't stretch the tape properly, then there will be a sagging is going to be occur, and then it is going to have the curve type of curve is going to be get appeared. So here we need to apply the correction for that. Now the formula that we are going to have, that is equal to CS is equal to LW square divided by 24 N square P square, where your L is nothing but your length of the tape. Okay, W is nothing but the weight of the tape suspended between A and B, and then P is nothing but your pull applied. Then small n is equal to the number of equal span. So this is how you are going to apply the correction for a sag. Next is the correction for the slope. Okay, now whenever there is a slope is there, the distance measured along the slope is always greater. Here horizontal distance, this is horizontal distance and this is the distance during the slope. Now horizontal distance, the distance measured along the slope is always greater than the horizontal distance. Okay, so again for this you need to apply a correction. Now here the two types of correction you need to apply. If L is of a uniform section, that the horizontal the sloping distance L is of a uniform size, then you need to apply a correction for slope is h square divided by 2L, where h is nothing but your the vertical height, this between B1 and B, and L is nothing but your inclined measured length. So this is your correction for the slope. Then if theta, okay, between A and B1, if the theta angle theta is known, then the correction that you need to apply is L into 1 minus cos theta. Okay, so these are the different corrections that we are going to apply. So there are some problems are there on these particular correction we will be solving in the further classes. Okay, so this is regarding your the errors during the chaining and then the corrections to be applied. Okay, we'll discuss some other topics and then we are going to solve the problems later. Thank you.